Hello, welcome. Oh my goodness, recording a vlog when you haven't recorded one in a long time is really funny. There's been a lot of outtakes so far, so hopefully this is the one that you're going to be seeing. So this vlog today is about why I haven't recorded a vlog in so long. So it's been probably literally about 6 months that I haven't recorded a vlog, and which is crazy. It's crazy because it's one of my favorite things to do. It's one of my favorite ways to teach. It's a way that really connects with whoever is watching, you know, seeing the face, seeing the expressions. You get a feel for who I am a lot more than just, you know, the words typed on Facebook or whatever. But it's been probably like 6 months since I've made a vlog, and I wanted to talk to you about why and how you can learn from that as well, because guess what? I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I've got over the resistance. So, well, my thought processes are actually just to sort of back up a little bit. If you haven't been following my work, I'll let you know that I usually have been creating vlogs for, you know, every 2 weeks or so when I started Waves of Fire, which was a couple of years ago now. And I usually record a vlog every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, in between my blog posts. Talk about anything from chakra clearing to my relationship with angels, stuff like that. And it's one of my favorite ways to teach and deliver the message. But around probably the middle of the year, or even the start of March, actually, that might have been my last vlog, vlogging about my breakup and being in Hawaii at that time. I haven't sat down to do this. I haven't been in front of the camera, and the reason for that is just simply resistance. It's resistance and the fear of not being good enough. It wasn't necessarily that I don't think that my messages are good enough, because I'm fairly confident in my voice and what I have to offer the world in that way. But it was the image that was getting me off. So I have a beautiful camera that I was given a couple years ago, and a lot of the photography that you see on the Waves of Fire page or on the blog does come from me. And that camera has the capability to record video. So I realized I could do that, and I figured finally out how to do that. You know, maybe 4 months ago now. And ever since then, I just had this idea in my head that if I recorded a vlog, it had to be on this beautiful camera, because it was more professional, it was clear, it was crisp. It would sort of, you know, project my message in a certain way that might get to people more. Maybe they would take me more seriously, or whatever it was. So, well, you know, which is fair enough. I mean, there's some truth in that, and there's some, you know, not truth in that. But it was blocking me, because I moved to Tofino now, which is, you know, for those of you who don't know, it's this small town on totally west coast of Canada that's pretty remote. We get a lot of tourists here, but it is pretty remote, and our internet capacity does not match normal internet capacity, and we do have to pay for bandwidth. So if I was to make this video with it would be a very large file and upload it, it would take hours and hours and hours and hours, and it would probably cost us a lot of money just to do one. So that was sort of my excuse by the end of it of why I wasn't recording vlogs. And of course, it's stuck in a rock and a hard place. You know, it just didn't make any sense. Let's just say that. It just didn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And it was simply just an ego tactic to prevent me from spreading the message that I feel like I need to spread. So I was watching Gabrielle Bernstein last night. I had like a total binge of self-help YouTube videos, which was great. Like literally for like 5 hours I was listening to like self-help talks and motivational, inspirational, spiritual stuff. And she was talking about Yogi Bhajan, I think his name is Yogi Bhajan, I don't quite know how to pronounce it, but the Kundalini master who brought Kundalini yoga to the West. She was talking about his 5 principles for being in the Aquarian age, which is the age that we're in. And one of them was act. It was, I don't know quite the words exactly that she used, but it was act and the pressure will be off. So just take action. Like when you feel the pressure, act, do something, and the pressure will be off. And this really resonated with me. Like I was cleaning the kitchen at the time, and if you saw me, I stopped, and I was just like, oh my God, yes, that is like, I was just like, yes, 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 yes. And I was so glad that he had put into words something that I knew within my heart, but I wasn't saying out to myself, and I wasn't really acting on, because I've been feeling this, this pressure of like, make a vlog, teach more. You used to do it so much, and you wanted to do it even more and more and more, and you've really halted the reins. You've been affected by life circumstances and moving, and other people might not, get you and understand why you're doing this. And so those things were halting me, but I felt this enormous pressure at the same time, like I'm not doing enough, I'm not, and it's not necessarily from an ego perspective of I'm not doing enough. It's just this feeling, and some of you might be relating. It's just this feeling when you know that you have potential and you have a message and you have a purpose, but you're not using your gifts to the full extent that you could be using them. It's just this feeling of it. There's pressure and there's some guilt involved, and sometimes you don't want to look at it, and then your ego makes up excuses about why you need to keep procrastinating. But Yogi Bhajan says, just act. When you feel like that, when there's pressure and you don't feel good enough, just act, do something, and the pressure will be off. And it's so true. Like every time I write down, or I sit down to write a blog post, or I'm doing this right now, which feels so good, record a vlog, the pressure's off. It feels like, yes, I'm doing this. I'm fulfilling a part of my purpose in the world. I'm allowing Spirit to move through me to deliver the messages. And if it just it's right. It's in that place of rightness, and that's how we move forward in our lives, and that's how opportunities come to us, and that's how we feel better, and that's how we look better. So the message in this vlog really is, what have you been procrastinating on? What have you been sort of just pushing to the side that causes you some maybe guilt or pressure, this feeling that that if you just acted on, it would be really, really good. It would be really, really good. So maybe that's like, I just need to apply for this new job it's working with children, and I know I will love that so much more than my office job right now. And for whatever reason, the fear voice is holding you back. But in order to relieve yourself of that fear, the secret is to actually just do it. That's how you move past the fear and through the fear. You don't need to talk to the fear. Sit down with tea, have tea with the fear for like 8 hours a day, and you know what I mean? Like, yes, it's important to be with fear and be in that place, but at these times it's more important to act, to just do it. It might be making crystal necklaces. It might be hosting an event. It might be collaborating with so-and-so. It might be drawing. It might be drawing your mom a Christmas card because you really, really love art and you're talented at it, but you haven't done it in so long. So from Yogi Bhajan and from me as well, the secret really is to act, because there's so much work to be done right now. And we know that subconsciously, we know that unconsciously, and we know our gifts subconsciously. And when we use them and we act and we're a part of the flow, we're a part of the movement, we're a part of the light working movement, we're a part of why we're here, and we get into that zone, the pressure's off, we feel better. Situations might still not be working that well in our life, but it doesn't matter, because we know where we're going and we know why we're here, and we're so grateful because we're acting on it, and it feels really, really, really good to be a part of that flow. So I challenge you to just take a few minutes after this vlog is done. You probably already know those things that are coming to you, that you really want to be doing, but there's this resistance that's holding you back, or there's pressure. And I challenge you to identify those areas of your life that you would like to grow into rather than shy away from. And today, within the next 3 hours, let's say 3 hours, do it. Do, at least if it's a big project, do step one. Do step one, or just do it fully. So write that blog, write that resume, call that person, draw that card, whatever it is, craft that necklace. Just do it and see, experiment. Does the pressure feel off? Do I feel a lot better? And what's even cooler is then you get to be in that turned on, like Danielle Laporte says, you get to be in that turned on place of where you're turned on by your creation, and there's fuel to the fire, and you can keep going, because it's like a drug when you actually act on what you've been meant to be doing. So enjoy that challenge. Leave a comment below. What is it that you're gonna do? What are you really inspired to do? What do you know you're supposed to be doing? Leave a comment below and let's have a conversation about it. And then let's go, let's act, let's do it, let's just do it. That's how it gets done. Let's just do it. The pressure's going to be off and it's going to feel so good. We're all in this together. So thank you, and expect another vlog from me very soon. Bye.